Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Star Wars Stuff Podcast. My name is David,
This is Craig 5 standing by.
and for the first time ever, we have the one, the only, the great Mariana Atia Arnold joining us on the podcast.
We don't have sound effects. We can't afford sound effects.
I think we do. Hopefully, I hit the right button here. Nope, wrong one.
Oh
Nope, wrong
no.
one. There it is. There's the applause. You can barely hear it,
Yeah.
if anything. Okay, so
But we
yeah, that
certainly
went
can't
according
afford
to
a
plan.
producer.
But yeah, so yeah, we've been referencing our buddy Mariana for a long time. She was at LA Comic Con. We're going to talk all about that. Craig 5 was at Fanboy Expo. We're going to talk all about that. There's many Star Wars experiences. We're going to talk all about that. But before we do, we're going to thank all of our top tier Patreons like we always do. You might not know about this, Mariana, but we always say your name. Liam McCallium, Kevin Leininger, Devin McCaffrey, Zach Netzel, Maya Morris, Adam Haber, Front Row King, Cam from Indiana, then you, Mariana Atia Arnold, Rest Jedi 27, Alex Blundell, Indiana Solo. Thank you so much for awesome love and support. Also, check out legionsabers.com. Use the code STUFF at checkout for 15% off. They got lightsabers, they got accessories, they now have jewelry that we might have at SpaceCon. Hopefully, you can check that out live in person. If you do go to SpaceCon, Mariana might go to SpaceCon. Craig said he's not going to SpaceCon, so
Not this
Craig.
year.
Not this year. And also, we're going to do a podcast tomorrow with the CEO and Chief Creative Officer, Bob Wills.
We
at
love Bob.
6 p.m. Central Time. Yes. Bob's going to come on. He's been on the podcast before. He's going to talk more about Ian McDermott and everyone else that's coming. I mean, there's a ton of Star Wars actors and luminaries coming. So check that out tomorrow live. And yeah, LA Comic Con. We want to hear all about it, Mariana. Thank you so much. Before we start, thank you so much for sending that video of Bryce Dallas Howard. All the pictures, we shared them on Patreon. We shared them on Instagram. I think they're a big hit. I think we were one of the first groups to actually share that. So big props to you. Very timely. It was a great video. Did you edit it at all, or was it just like perfect? Okay.
No, I just stood there very still to get
Okay.
it all as much as I could. As soon as the word Star Wars came out on the panel, I was like, "Oh, gotta turn on my phone. Got to do this really quick and stuff." So it was fun being the man on the ground during the
It
whole
was perfect.
convention.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was awesome. So your LA Comic Con experience, how was it? How much Star Wars stuff did you see? What fun stuff did you do maybe that was outside of Star Wars? And I think there's one or two things I know about. But yeah, like tell us all about it.
So this was my first LA Comic Con, second convention ever. My first one was Star Wars Celebration in Japan. So
wow.
I know it was very much a big go big or go home.
That is that is an incredible convention to start off with.
Yeah,
I go across the world to Japan.
So, well, me and my husband always said we wanted to go to Japan. So we were like, if we get celebration tickets, this is our chance to go. So it turned into like a big trip and everything. And we got to celebrate Star Wars and meet so many people in the community, which was the best part. So LA Comic Con, I had very different expectations because of Star Wars Celebration. But it was just so much fun. The setup was great. The way they set up the panels, everything was so accessible. So it was a really good time. I met a lot of cool people. I got to meet Haley, who has been on the podcast previously. Very sweet. So that was really fun too.
Big friend of the show.
Yeah. So Bryce Dallas Howard was on the main stage, and it's just kind of open area. So I was able to get up pretty close to the front, and she was talking about different things from Jurassic World to directing and her dad and everything like that. And then she brought up Ahsoka and season 2 and how they just finished. And then she's working on like post right now. And she used a lot of like interesting words I would not have expected, like romantic.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, hold up, romantic.
Yeah. And I was like, is she talking about Ezra and Sabine? Is she talking about the rumors of Natalie Portman coming back and Anakin having like a flashback scene? or was it just like an overall theme of like design and art and stuff, like had a romantic feel to it? I couldn't really tell, but she was just so passionate. And before this, I was not very much of a Bryce Dallas Howard fan, but now I'm like, oh man, I kind of love her so much.
Yeah.
She spoke.
What do you think that means, David? Romantic.
It's either one of two things. It's either, yes, there is a romantic relationship that we're going to see on screen that we haven't seen since, I guess, the prequels. And I always think about Han and Leia. I think that's the romance for me for Star Wars. But I mean, just the storytelling. I mean, there can be romanticism in that as well. Maybe she was referring to that because I don't know if we're going to get some type of. I mean, do you think there's a character or like two main characters that can maybe have a romance? I mean, who would it be?
Thrawn and one of the witches? I don't know.
I mean, Sabine and Ezra?
But they're on two different timelines, right? Like it'll be two different stories because they're so far apart from each other at the start of it.
Well, that's a good point because Ezra went back. But I thought they always saw each other like as a brother-sister kind of vibe. So,
well, I mean, sometimes those things can develop into romance.
Like Luke and Leia?
Maybe kind of the reverse of that. I don't know. But I mean, you would figure all the characters are going to come back together again. We all know that at the end of Ahsoka season 1, Ezra ends up back to the galaxy that we all know. And then, of course, Sabine and Ahsoka stayed back in Peridea. But yeah, I am very intrigued. I'm more intrigued now about Ahsoka season 2 after she said that. And the way that she glowingly talked about Ahsoka season 2, it seemed like there's a little bit more that she was into rather than her just kind of saying, yeah, it was great. It was fun. I liked it. It was great coming back. And that was it. But yeah, she kind of expounded on, yeah, I really liked it. I mean, romanticism or it's romantic. I mean, the video is on her Instagram.
I don't think she means it in the literal sense with a couple. I mean, that with these characters just doesn't make a lot of sense. The only thing that would make any sense would be Sabine and Ezra, right?
Like, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's the closest we are to something like that.
I think the fan in me really wants there to be this like secret where we're going to get Kanan. And it'll be some scene with Kanan and Hera of like a private moment that they had before everything. And that's what she's like referring to.
Like a flashback?
Kinda, yeah. Or just like a memory. Or a story Hera is telling.
It's certainly possible.
Well, I mean, it could be Anakin and Padme. I mean, Natalie Portman wants to come back. I mean, it could be like a Force ghost dream at this point, I guess. We always talk about doing a Vader series and showing Vader's dreams and nightmares while he is in the suit.
Newly in Aboleth. Isn't that her name?
Yeah.
They're all in love with Aboleth.
It could be. Well, I mean, Aboleth and the father. I mean, there's rumors that there's a certain actor that's going to play the father. I've seen that around. I think it's just wishful thinking for a few actors. And I know Matt Smith was kind of bandied about a little bit for the son and then the father. But of course, now he's in Starfighter. He's going to be the main guy there, the main villain, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, I think fans are really hoping that they really lean into the Aboleth story because that's kind of a fan favorite. That's always talked about. Everyone wants to see that. And according to lore, she's very powerful. She's like almost unstoppable. It's kind of one of those like super villains, if you want to think about it like in a comic book aspect. She would be like a Galactus Thanos type of character. So even more powerful, I think.
Stop her, Anakin?
Yeah, because I think at that point she's just this like massive she's basically kind of like the dark side incarnate almost.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do with that? And she appears monstrous and just super OP'd.
I feel like it'd have to be Ahsoka that would defeat her. Like Ahsoka and Anakin together. Or Ahsoka.
I would think a team up type effort would have to be the resolution there. But You never know. And Bryce Dallas Howard talked about Filoni again, how she totally trusts him and he knows story. And we all kind of know that, but she kind of reinforced it. And it's like, okay, well, it feels like season 2 is going to be that much better than season 1, because season 1 was kind of like his first first project where he was kind of in charge of everything. Mandalorian season 1, Favreau was there and to show him the ropes and everything.
Sure.
But this, it feels like this is his next step. It should get better. I liked Ahsoka season 1. A lot of people had a lot of criticisms for it, but I kind of knew what it was. I knew the situation that Filoni was like a first-time director and showrunner and that type of thing. This was his first thing. People complained, I think, a little bit about slowness, but I thought it was fine. I mean, I kind of knew what I was getting into. And I think the joke on the podcast between me and James, which he's absent tonight, I don't know why, but is the fact that they kept on saying
his chores.
They kept on saying you didn't have to watch anything Star Wars related or Rebels or anything like that.
You have to finish
to watch Ahsoka season 1. And I think, yes, to enjoy Ahsoka season 1 fully, you had to watch Rebels or know a lot of what happened in Rebels to adequately enjoy it and consume it. So, yeah.
Agreed. Well, I know in Celebration they had that like makeshift trailer. Hi, Gabby. It's one of my friends.
Awesome.
They had that makeshift trailer and Zeb was in it, and it seems so much more action based and stuff. I like going back to like the romantic part, like the trailer saw nothing of that. So I'm just so curious now and everything. And they're still introducing more characters from Rebels. Like if you didn't watch Rebels, I don't know where else you would have seen Zeb.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Zeb was the original kind of sketch drawing for, I believe, Chewie, right?
Yep.
So that specific alien type was what they were going with originally. And then, I mean, it's not entirely the same as what Zeb is, but I mean, you can kind of see the broad strokes. And yeah, there's a bunch of like, it's funny because when you bring that up, where's the other place you would see Zeb? I went to a Hallmark store like years ago. They had so many Zeb ornaments, and I was like, wow. I mean, I was like, are these the peg warmers for the Hallmark ornaments? I don't know, but yeah, they were super expensive, and I actually bought a couple later on.
The way that story started, I thought you were going to say he was a cashier there. Went to a Hallmark one time, and Zeb was my cashier.
Zeb Aurelius. Yeah. And I think this is Zach, who actually lives in Japan. He says on lunchboxes. Haven't seen.
I would love that lunchbox.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, did Bryce Dallas Howard say anything else other than what she said about Ahsoka season 2?
Star Wars related, no, she did. That was pretty much everything she mentioned about Star Wars, how she's just like very honored and like she feels so privileged and blessed to be a part of it. And, it's one of the highlights of her life. She did take a couple of questions from fans. One was, what did she learn from her dad? And she's like, he won't give me any pointers. He just says, you'll figure it out and stuff. He's like, don't overthink it, which I thought was really interesting. And then someone else asked her about Robert Redford and their time together on Pete, the Magic Dragon. And she was like reminiscing about him and how much she admired him. And she started to get teary-eyed at one point, which was really beautiful. Speaking about how they would walk in the forest together and have these conversations, and he would tell her stories, and how every day they would drive past this one horse, and that horse seemed like there was something off. Later for them to find out that it was not being treated well. And he tried to get people involved to try to get the horse out of the bad situation until finally he took it in his own hands and stole the horse. Yeah, he stole the horse, and he would brag about it. He'd be like, yeah, I stole a horse one day and stuff, and put it in a sanctuary, and how he started Sundance. And it was all just really beautiful and stuff. So that was her time up there for the most part.
She's very authentic and sincere.
Very, yeah.
Yeah.
I think even like
kind person.
Yeah, even at the end when she like stood and posed so people could take pictures, she's like, "This is not awkward at all," and stuff. And it was just like this very real moment and stuff where I was like, "Man, I really like this lady."
Yeah,
I
she
like her
seems very
too.
down to earth.
Yeah.
I got to meet her MegaCon with her dad. Took a picture together. She was really nice, and then she was on the skeleton crew panel, so it was really cool.
Yeah. I wanted to go to MegaCon so bad. I got sick. I didn't want to go and give con crud to everyone, so I stayed home. But I was going to take a piece of the Razor Crest behind me in my backpack and just have her sign it and then put the piece back on. But didn't get to do that. And I was planning on going to LA too, and that kind of fell through as well. So it seems like every con she's at, I don't go for whatever reason.
I told her that you said hello, and she's like, is that the one that's always begging for people to support the Patreon? I was like, yes, would you please support the Patreon?
You know what? You're the reason I joined the Patreon, Craig.
Thank
wow.
you,
Yes.
Ariana.
Yeah,
All
speaking
that
of,
begging just worked. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it.
The
signing
groveling,
up.
the pleading, the begging.
Hoping it would stop. I was like, here, take it. Just stop.
It's just that he suffers so much for his art. And he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves.
Yeah, all kidding aside though, guys, everyone that's watching, yeah, if you're on the fence and you don't have the funds, don't do it. Don't support us if you don't have the funds. If you do have the funds, yes, support us. But yeah, don't give us your money if you can't afford it, for
Just
sure.
20 cents a day helps feed David. That's all he needs. 20 cents a day.
In the arms of oh, I hope we don't get copyright struck for that. But yeah, all right. So yeah, I also want to mention that Bryce Dallas Howard has been in so many I think about the Jurassic Park thing or the Jurassic World thing, I should say, and then the whole thing with her running away from the T-Rex in high heels. That was a huge movie. That when that came out, that was huge, and I thought she was gonna shoot to stardom. Also, she was in Spider-Man 3. She was Gwen Stacy. She's been in some big time projects, and then she was in the M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Village, as well. And the way she tells her story of how she got started into acting and big budget stuff was very I'm not Ron Howard's daughter. And I'm like, how could that not factor in at any point that they figured out you were Ron Howard's daughter? Because I think she was going to school somewhere in the Northeast or something. And she went just the traditional way. She just went to acting school and she did plays and then she did auditions but she's a very great actress. It's undeniable, but that would be wild to have someone audition and then they're like, yeah, my dad's Steven Spielberg, and it's like, okay. It's just one of those things, and people bring up nepotism all the time, and that's always a topic and that's always interesting. But most of these kids of actors and famous people, they actually are pretty decent at what they do. So it makes you kind of wonder how it all kind of shapes out and works out. But yeah, she's great. Her directing has just gotten better since Mando season 1. And I think James has said as well, she should probably get a movie at this point and see what she does with that. So yeah. So I would say she takes after her dad, Ron Howard, who's a great actor. And he was it's funny because I was trying to catch up on the studio, and he's in that show as himself. And it's hilarious. And he's a great, he is a child actor, of course. He did the Andy Griffith Show, and he did Happy Days, and going all the way back there. But yeah, he was fantastic. He didn't miss a beat. So, all right. So other stuff at LA Comic-Con that Star Wars related. I know there was a really cool cosplay of K2SO.
Yes, he was walking around I think Saturday and today. It was amazing, and he had the voice box and everything, and it was just a puppet. Yeah, it was just a puppet in front of him, and it was connected to him. So him moving was the legs moving, and his arms just moved the arms. and it was absolutely wonderful. And I have a tattoo quote from K2SO from Andor season 2, and he saw that and he was just like, "Do you want me to sign that?" And I was like, "No, it's okay. Thank you." I was like, "I'll
This
wait
was
till I
not
meet
Alan
Alan
Tudyk.
Tudyk.
He's like,
I'll wait till Alan
but
Tudyk
I'm
can sign my arm."
K2SO.
Yeah. He was very fully committed and it was wonderful. Everyone, there were a lot of millions of like, well, not millions, but hundreds of like really great cosplays. There was a female Sith Jar Jar who was really great as well. And then there was a lot of Mandalorians, and it was like from really simple cosplays to like very elaborate stuff. And there was, I think I sent you a picture, David. It was like everyone on the stairs for the entryway. And it was really just so much fun to see everybody with their lightsabers and their, just everything. It was just really good. All the attention to detail and effort that people put into it. So I was like, one day I wish I can do that, but I'd rather just be very comfortable at a con.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Dressing up is just, it's so hot. I
Yeah.
mean, the costumes are great. I just can't do it myself personally.
Yeah. There were a lot of droids around as well. Like there was a B2 emo running around and an R2D2 that actually joined Craig Miller in his panel. That was also very wonderful. He's an excellent speaker and stuff. And he has this really amazing book out with all the movies he's worked on. And he's worked on properties from Star Wars. He was the marketing manager for Empire Strikes Back. And he went into a lot of like attention to detail about how do you build a fan base before the internet, and like regulating expectations of fans between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. So that was really good.
Aren't I dressed up now?
As Craig 5, yes. That's his cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, Craig 5, he's just a bare necessities kind of dude. He lives in a tropical world, so he likes to dress very coolly.
Yeah, a lot like Scarif.
Exactly.
Matt from Australia says, when we sign up, does the money come out straight away for Patreon? So it depends on what day you sign up, because it's a monthly thing. I think it charges you that same day every month in perpetuity, unless you change it. I think that's the way it works. So yeah, the money's just like kind of randomized in Patreon, and it gives me the option to pull it sooner than later now, but I just leave it to where the month it just builds up and I get like the traditional just like lump sum thing. And I think what we're going to try and do is get Shure microphones for the podcast. That's the aim. That's the goal now, because right now we're using Zoom mics, and I think Shure mics are the like the top tier microphones. I was talking to Craig the other day about it, so I think that's our goal. So at this point, unless someone's laptop breaks, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna go to that. So also,
plus David's, feed him fund 20 cents a day.
No,
He's a growing boy.
Yes, kind of, but yeah, no, it's not going to go to food. That K2SO cosplay, it was essentially what they did for 3PO in the Phantom Menace, where they had a guy in a green suit. I don't think he was wearing green though for the K2SO.
He was wearing gray and black.
As he walked, you could see the K2SO walk. And since K2SO is so big, the guy could actually hide behind pretty well, and it looked like it was just the actual droid of the K2.
I've seen like a Grievous costume like that.
Yeah, where the guy hides in the cape. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've thought about that before, and it's like it'd be a lot of work, a lot of time consuming work. But yeah, that guy will show up. I think there's several of them that show up to cons.
I would say, was he at Celebration? Because I feel like I remember seeing that, but I'm worried I'm confusing seeing him at Celebration or seeing a video.
Yeah, I know there's one at one celebration. I'm thinking 2022 Anaheim, there was that guy walking around. But yeah, being in a costume like that, I mean, you sweat crazily. depending on where you're at. And Southern California, it's not too bad. In South Texas, you would die in it.
It's been
Unless
hot
you have like
here.
fans. I have fans in my helmet when I do 501st stuff, but yeah, I can't go outside with the sun out in that black tie pilot jumpsuit. You just cook. So,
85 degrees Southern California is hot. It is hot for us Californians.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
85 is a cool winter day in Orlando.
and there was some cosplay that was there that Craig is a big fan of, and he's already named this character. He's taken the freedom and liberty to name this character on Lucasfilm's behalf, and I have a picture here.
Woohoo!
Frog Lady and Frog Man, Frog Husband. I don't know.
That's Lily the Frog Lady.
Okay.
Okay. And it's time. It's time, everybody. We need to make it official. Okay. I need my people at Lucasfilm to step it up here. The Frog Lady needs a name, and her name is Lily. Okay. And the reason her name is Lily is because my daughter at 3 years old, I said, "Oh, something like, what's the frog lady's name?" And she goes, "That's Lily the Frog." So I tweeted that to Misty, who plays the frog lady, and she loved it. So I actually saw Misty today. You want to take that down? I want to show a couple things here.
Sure.
So I saw Misty at the Fanboy Expo in Orlando today, and I showed her the little video of my daughter saying, "That's Lily the Frog Lady," and she remembered it. And so I said, "What is going on? Frog Lady needs her name. Lily's the perfect name. There's no more perfect name." And she agreed. She started laughing. She goes, "I love it." So she made this cute little card for my daughter.
Aww.
For Jenna. "Love your friend Lily." And she said, "You're the only person that I've ever written this for." Lily. And so that was very sweet of her. She put a little sticker on there and everything. But then she went out of her way. She took her time with my daughter. And she also did this one here. "To my friend Jenna, Misty Rosas, Lily, the Frog Lady." And see, she put Lily there. So here, this is official as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't get any more official. Okay? The Frog Lady needs a name. I was a big, I loved frogs as a kid. I used to go catch frogs in the pond and put them in fish tanks and keep them as pets. So you're not going to find a bigger Star Wars fan that loves frogs than me. And we have the perfect name. I mean, look at it. Lily. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
Lucas.
think it works. Yeah.
Give the Frog Lady her name.
Start a petition online, Craig, and I'll sign it.
Will you start it for me? I'm very
No. No. You started and I'll sign.
I mean, even Misty was like, "Yeah, that is like such a great name. Look at that. It's she took so much time with my daughter today, and she was so sweet with her. It was really great. Great. You know, my daughter's only 7 years old, and she watches Mandalorian with me and Clone Wars, and obviously a lot of the movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Misty I think she is the podcast White Rabbit, if I'm using the proper term. She's like the unicorn for guests to interview, because I've tried to interview. I've gone to like all kinds of links to get her on the podcast, but something's always come up. Something's happened. I met her last year at Rebels Comic Con, and I told her about like the whole saga trying to get her on, and she was like, "Okay, well, here's my email. Here's my agent's email." And I was like, "Okay, great." I'm not sure if I still have that, but of course, other stuff came up in Star Wars, and we kind of concentrated on that. But I still plan to have her on the podcast. I messaged her on Instagram. She said, "Yeah, she can't wait to come on the podcast." So I want to talk to her all about Mando Season 1. I want to talk to her about her illustrious Hollywood career. She's been in the business a very long time.
And I got some clips from her today at her panel, and she was there, and Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder were there. And so I got some really good clips of them talking that I think we could put out for shorts. She talked about being dressed as Queel and how challenging it was, and you'd be surprised how challenging it was. And the Frog Lady and how heavy the costume was because of that fish tank that was it was like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
That she had to carry around. And so they talked about running in the snow episode and how they were in so much pain by the end of the night. So I got a lot of really good clips with them talking about all that stuff. They were great. And I did mention the podcast to her because she was being so great with my daughter and just so sweet with her. And I was like, I have a podcast. Nobody listens to it. I said, no, I didn't say that. I said, we have a podcast. I'd love to have you on there. And she gave me her agent's card. She said that would be cool. My agent. And so I have that, and I'll get that to you, David, in case it's, new information that you didn't have before.
Okay. Yeah. And the funny thing is, when Chris Bartlett came down here to San Antonio for a specific convention that I'm having trouble remembering the name, it was a smaller convention. I told him the story about Misty, and he was like, we have the same agent. Just talk to I can get in touch with them. And I was like, okay, great. That's fantastic. And I was like, no, I'm going to see her at Rebel Scum Con, which I did. I got to talk to her, got to meet her in person. So yeah, she'll be on the podcast, I think, at some point in the future. But yeah, I really want to talk to her about The Mandalorian. And I mean, it's been 6 years now since that season 1. And that's one of my favorite things ever in Star Wars. And I really want to get her feedback and her stories and her experiences, because such a great character, and coupled with Nick Nolte.
Maybe it would be good that we post these clips and we could tag her and say, hey, we have these great clips of you that we're sharing on the podcast, and we'd love to have you on. You actually talked to one of the hosts. I asked one of the questions at the panel.
Yeah, she said she's coming on. I messaged her on Instagram. She's like, yeah, I can't wait to be on. And I believe her. I mean, I've talked to her before, and she's like, yeah, I'll come on. And she gave me her contact information. So it's just a matter of timing. I think Visions comes out next month, right? October, some point.
Right before Halloween.
So maybe right before we do Visions, we can talk to Misty before it gets kind of chaotic with Visions talk, and whatever else we're going to get from Star Wars. So yeah, that was awesome. What else?
Can I show you this clip of my daughter? It's like 5 seconds. It's super cute. Okay, so this is August 21st of 2021. So it's like 4 years ago. Frog Lady's name.
Name is the frog.
What's the Frog Lady's name?
Name is the frog.
I mean, how cute is that?
Yeah, that's super cute.
And then this is the tweet where she said, I like it. I can zoom in a little bit. Lily, I like it.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's awesome. I mean, I really kind of think now that Lucasfilm will really...
Will you, Mariana?
What?
I said, get that petition going, will you? It was your idea.
I'll be the first signature.
Yeah, the one at the top that starts it.
The first and only signature, but I'll be a signature on there.
Somebody watching right now is going to be inspired by that that adorable little video. Do I need to play the clip again? She's only 3.
We'll maybe put it somewhere on our social media. But what I was saying was, it seems like Lucasfilm does really vet out these actors and make sure they're like fantastic human beings. Because I mean, all my experiences between Katie Sackhoff, Chris Bartlett, Misty Rosas, I mean, they've all been so nice and just very personal. And Rosario Dawson too. It's wild to say.
Can I just tell you, at MegaCon, she had so much energy. The line was so long, and she had music going, and the level of energy that she had for every single person in that crowd. I've never seen any celebrity that enthusiastic to meet each person. It was really just amazing. You had to see it to believe it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how Ashley is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ashley's great too, no doubt. I'm just saying that Rosario's energy, she's dancing, she's, hey, how's it going? Come over here, smiling and wave, just nonstop the whole time for hours. So incredible experience if you want to meet Rosario.
Yeah, definitely meet Rosario. I met her in London, stood right next to her. She looked up at me and like locked eyes with me, and I'm like, David, nice to meet you. And she's like, Rosario. And I mean, it wasn't like flippant. It wasn't like she didn't care. She was super genuine. And the same thing with Daisy Ridley when I talked to her this year. I mean, just super present, super genuine, super real.
And
mean,
Rosario took a fun picture with us.
Yeah.
You can see that there.
That's
She
awesome.
posed with us.
I'll try and blow it up here, Craig. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, so she's a lot of fun. You know, that always makes it so much more special when you meet somebody that you really love and you know, really appreciate them, and then they give that level back, which is not
Yeah.
easy to do. That's very, it's very exhausting to meet so many people.
Yes, it is. That it's like an endurance test. Ewan McGregor too, man. I mean, ridiculously nice, talkative, engaging, everything you would want. He gave me my money's worth. I mean, he read my shirt. He talked to me. He remembered me when
And
I
he
went
didn't
back
press
to London.
charges, which was the most surprising part about it.
He didn't press charges that I know of. And yeah, I mean, just incredible. It's so
Yeah, Ewan was
surprising,
great.
but it shouldn't be. But I mean, you would think, I mean, these are huge stars, and it's like they're probably never going to see you again, potentially. And it's
Yeah,
like they
not
don't
us.
have
They're
to
gonna
be
see us
that
again.
nice. Oh, Ewan saw me like 6 more times after that. And still, I mean, just great, nice, genuine, friendly. I love Star Wars. Let's talk about Star Wars. And it's always been fantastic. Never a bad experience going to the conventions and getting autographs and photo ops. And it's so great. I mean, it's a very unique experience. But yeah, I recommend it for all those people that I named. They're fantastic. Ahmed Best too started talking to us about different things, and I'm just like, I'm talking Ahmed Best right now, almost like half not paying attention to what he was saying. But he was talking to everyone. He was talking to everyone that was press, and yeah, super interesting life, interesting story. Yeah. So
with Ewan, he, at MegaCon, I had to. They have Ewan and Hayden on one end of the floor by themselves, so I was all the way on the other side of the convention center. And sometimes with those times, it's like one is right after the other, and I literally had to run from Ming's booth all the way to the other side. But Ming was late, because sometimes they get held up at panels or whatever. But it was her last one, and it was like that was the only way I could get it. So I literally like ran across the MegaCon convention, and I was literally the last person into Ewan's booth, and I'm so out of breath. I'm like handing them the figure. I'm like, oh, man, and they're like, hurry up. They're kind of like trying to hurry me, and I'm like, I'm literally ready to pass out. And I was like, Ming was late, and Ewan just burst out laughing, going, Ming was late, thinking that I was making an excuse, not knowing that I literally sprinted across MegaCon, which is insane, just to get the last autograph.
yeah, I was last call for Katie Sackhoff's photo op at SpaceCon, and she was super nice there. I'm not sure if you recognize me or not, because I think I just got my helmet signed. I don't know. It's kind of covered behind me. You can see a little piece of it right there.
Is that how you've been avoiding all those restraining orders? The helmet? He's like, today I'll wear the helmet.
So here's the thing.
No.
I could pull it out, but I don't want to because.
Wait a minute. We're talking about restraining orders. What?
Yeah, we're talking about restraining orders. So back in 2021 or 22, back when the pandemic was kind of dissipating, but people were still wearing the mask. They were doing the clear walls and the face shields and all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember
Katie,
that.
for the autograph, she had a big shield in front of her, and she was signing stuff that was being passed around to her. Then when we did the photo op, she's very precautious, and we could not be close to each other, so there was a lot of space in between us. And we did the photo op. It didn't turn out that great looking, so I was like, "Oh man, this is not great." But at SpaceCon, I noticed in front of me, the people in front of me, she was like hugging them and doing all kinds of stuff with them, getting close. So when I got to her, I was like, "Is it okay if I put my arm around your shoulder?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." So I took the picture. One of the best photo ops I've ever done, best looking photo ops, I think. And it made up for Houston Comic Palooza that I went to. But yeah, she's super nice. And I also have to say, I mean, I got to list all these people off because they were just great. Also, Hayden Christensen in Japan. When I ran into him at the airport, out of just like, he was on my flight.
Ran into him or following
Okay, so here's
him,
the thing.
David?
Here's the thing. I think I've told the story on the podcast before, but I saw him walk up, and I was hearing like people were messaging me, "Oh my God, Anthony Daniels is here. Oh my God, this person's here. They're on my flight." And I'm like, "Yeah, with my luck, ain't nobody gonna be on my flight." Hayden shows up with Rachel Bilson and their daughter, but of course I didn't even like see them because I was just like, "There's a chosen one." He walks up to the line, and of course they're gonna put him at the front of the line, and people approached him, and I was like, "Okay, well, let's see how this turns out," because to me it seems like Hayden's very private. He started talking. He was like animated and like he was like telling stories, and I was like, okay, I gotta go up there now because he's in a super great mood.
Restraining order or not, here I come.
I went up there and I was like, "Hayden, can I get a selfie with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And we did it. And I looked at him and I messed up because I should have started a conversation because it looked like he was ready to start a full-blown conversation, but I wanted to respect his privacy. He was with his daughter. He was with his family. I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. I just want to like give him his space. I want to get the selfie though because no one's going to believe me. I have the selfie. I've shown people. They believe me. I was there." And he looked at me like he wanted to talk, and I pulled away, and I'm like, should I have talked to the guy? I don't know. But he was on my flight. Of course, he was in first class, and I was in the section behind him. So
now that just reminded me,
nice.
I saw a clip of Harrison Ford the other day, just in the last week. Did you see it where he's like walking through New York City and like a guy who's like trying to run over it, cut in front of him and get a picture with him, and they're like yelling, "Harrison, Harrison," and he just walks all curmudgeonly and quickly, and I'm like, all the comments were like, "Leave Harrison alone, leave him alone." I would have been like, "No, I'm not leaving him alone."
Yeah, if you
I
go
don't
to
blame him. Like,
yeah, if you go to our stories on Instagram, I posted a story where he's talking about fame, and the thing that he did not expect is to basically lose all of his anonymity and to just be known by everybody. He's like, I walk down the street and I can hear people say, "Hey, it's that actor."
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's the one thing that I really wish I could trade for something. And it's like, I mean, when you're that famous, I mean, there's not many more people that are more famous than him to have to. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the price of fame and everything, but you think about like the whole personal and psychological element to it, and it's like you really can't go anywhere that no one is not going to recognize you because
that
you're that
happens
famous.
A lot to us on the podcast, Mariana. I don't know if you know that.
That's exactly what happened in Japan. I was just walking around and I was like, "Are you guys the Star Wars Stuff podcast?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's
I
us."
wasn't even in Japan and you were looking for me.
Exactly.
It happens.
I was looking for Palpatine Craig. That's who I was looking for.
You remember Palpatine Craig?
That's my favorite Craig.
Oh, what about I did the Darth Vader one also?
I don't think I saw that one. I think you're just gonna have to do it now.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. Maybe I'll do a little Yoda Craig. Yoda. You see Yoda.
All right. So any more stuff from LA Comic-Con other than the cosplay? Bryce, there was that one speaker that talked about May the 4th be with you.
Craig Miller, right? No, is that his name? Craig Miller? Yeah.
Yes.
He was the marketing manager. He was great. He talked a lot about Empire Strikes Back and all the things he did for that. He also manned and worked R2-D2 for Sesame Street and was a writer for the show for a bit, like some lines for Anthony Daniels to say for C-3PO on Sesame Street. He's worked with like a lot of different properties, but he started with Star Wars, and he was telling some really great stories about how George was so paranoid about, the I am your father leaking out, and no one had it in their script, but he had it and he knew and stuff because he was doing the marketing and everything like that. What else? He was telling about the story from May the 4th and like, where did it come from? And no one really knows. And like, if you look online and everything, he was saying, and probably a bunch of people started doing it, but the old timers know May 25th as Star Wars Day, because those were like the release days for, I think, A New Hope. But Empire was like on the 21st. Mm-hmm. So they view it that as Star Wars Day. But they traced it back to this photo of Margaret Thatcher saying, May the 4th be with you, because that was her election day for her party in the UK. But then that picture turned out to be fake. And then he showed the actual ad that ran that said, May the 4th be with you, for her party campaign slogan. And that's the first recorded place where May the 4th was ever used. And it took off from there. And that became kind of like the trademark for it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that one was really cool. Yeah, and then R2 got to be in that panel with him and stuff. And he was talking a little bit about creating the fan base and expectations and stuff like that for the movie. And then he talked a little bit about Jim Henson and some other properties that he worked on, such as like Ghostbusters, the animated series.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a good time. He was really great.
Yeah, it seemed like a really fun panel.
We were talking about them being paranoid with Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. And so at the panel, I asked a question to them about what was their experience like. What was it like to have Luke come back and to see Luke, and Brendan said, basically, he's like, Dave kept trying to tell us it's Plo Koon, it's Plo Koon, it's Plo Koon. He kept saying it over and over again. And they would, I guess, practice the stunts and how they were going to do it and how the Jedi was going to show up and slice things and cut things. And he was rehearsing it with, I can't remember who he said. But the day of, Dave was like, no, you can't, approach like that. You can't swing like that. You can't push like that. And Brendan kept saying that he knew it was Luke. He's like, I know it's Luke. And Dave's like, no, it's not. But also Lateef said the same thing. He was like, they were having to go through all the different moves and stuff. And he was like, yeah, so we found out the day of that it was Luke. So they knew. A couple people did know. Mm-hmm. So, but I have a video of that, and I'll send that to you so we can share that clip.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Interesting.
I think Katie Sackhoff one time in one of her interviews, she was like, I had no idea, and I was in the room, and I didn't even know while it was happening. Like, I think it was an interview between her and Ming. And so Ming was like, how did you not know? She's like, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
They filmed it, I think, separately.
Yeah.
The entrance was filmed separately. So,
yeah.
But obviously the characters that were doing Luke had to know they were these. Dave wanted him to swing the lightsaber a certain way and do the force grip or whatever, and do certain things. So it looked like Luke. So they had to know. Some people actually had to know. And I hadn't thought about that. But yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I love that Katie found out with us when she watched it back and stuff.
Yeah. And Misty said that. And she was like, I was shaking and crying. It was great.
Wow. Yeah.
I so badly wanted to say, can you tell us anything about the new movie? Anything. But you know, actually, I did say to Misty, because like I said, she spent quite a while with me, and I was like, I think I said to her, "So, like, are you in the new movie?" And she's like, "I can't say anything," and I go, "I can't say anything means yes, because if you weren't, you could say no." And she goes, "I didn't say that." I go, "You?" I go, "No, you didn't say that. But saying that you can't say it is what told me that you are." Well,
Yeah, there's a stable of actors that you can just safely assume that they're in it. Like Misty Rosa, she does all the costumes. She's in all the aliens that are shorter because I know she is a shorter person. Like Quill, of course, he's moved on, but Frog Lady, any type of
excuse me, who? I'm sorry, David.
Lily.
We just went through this. Okay, Lily. the
Lily.
Frog
Okay,
Lady.
yeah, Lily the Frog Lady. Okay,
Lily Pad would also be acceptable if you want to
yeah.
go with that.
We're
route.
not doing trivia yet, Craig. So
But Lily is the Frog Lady.
yeah.
That was one thing Craig Miller mentioned too, is like because of Empire and them trying to start selling toys of all these characters, that's when they decided they had to start naming everyone. Because before that, everything was just like Walrus Guy and other obscene
Yeah.
names and things like that.
Snaggletooth.
So, correct. So they're like, well, if we're going to sell a toy of him, he's got to have a name and
Hammerhead.
stuff. Yeah.
And that actually led to an interesting thing that happened with two of the figures. Forlam and Zuckus got their
Oh, yeah.
names backwards. But you know what Forlam stands for? Does anybody know this one? This is a trivia question.
Not off the top of my head.
So
Anyone chat?
allegedly, I mean, it sounds legit to me. I've heard this for years. A Kenner executive or somebody had to give it a name. So Forlam stands for the love of money,
Oh,
because they were making
Oh,
so much
man.
money off of the toys.
oh my gosh.
I know Zuckus was Tuckus, and that everyone read it as Tookus, so they had to change it.
That one I did not know.
Wow.
Yeah, that one I learned in the panel.
That's
Ooh,
interesting.
she
I
got
did
you,
not know that.
Craig.
Hmm?
She got you.
Oh, well,
Points
I
for
think my
Mariana.
Forlam trumped everything tonight. Okay?
I don't know.
Tuckus.
Tuckus. That's an interesting one.
Not to mention Misty's official Lily signature, right? Lily, the Frog
I love
Lady.
it.
This
All
is
right.
unique. This is one of one existence.
Yeah.
She
that
said
is
it. This is the first time. You're the first person.
We need to record this for when this comes into fruition and stuff. It started here.
Listen,
Started with Craig and Jenna.
if there was ever a character that would have been perfect for me to name, it would be a frog character, right? Because I literally, when I was a kid, I had fish tanks with frogs growing up, like my whole childhood until I was like, I don't know, 12 or something like that. But I loved catching frogs. I loved going to the ponds. One time when I was really small, I found my mom's big pasta bowl. And I put a bunch of tadpoles in there. Oh man. So my daughter naming a frog Star Wars character would literally be the perfect character for me.
I thought you were going to say last week you were catching tadpoles and
I mean,
frogs and
I could. There is a little pond close to my house that every time I walk by it, I'll be like, "Oh, there's some tadpoles in there." You guys know Lily? That's what I say to them.
That's great.
All right. So, anything from the Fanboy Expo, Craig, that was outside of whatever you just talked about?
Well, let me think. As far as Star Wars stuff, there wasn't too many people there.
So, what is the Fanboy Expo?
What is that?
Why do they call it Fanboy Expo? Is it essentially just another like Comic-Con type thing?
Yeah, it's the first one I've been to, and they had a good amount of guests there. They had, a bunch of Lord of the Rings people there. Elijah Wood,
He was also really
Sean
great.
Astin. Huh?
I met him at Fantastic Fest last year. He's a really nice guy.
Yes. So nice.
He's like
and
a
Billy,
regular guy.
you could tell he was so incredibly sincere and genuine.
Yeah.
And like I was so happy to meet him, and I told him I was like so happy to meet him, and he shook my hand a couple times, and I took a picture with him and Sean Astin, and then one with Sean and Billy also, and
Sean Astin, that sounds great.
yeah, oh, he's so great too. As a matter of fact, I went to a Goonies panel with a bunch of them from the Goonies, and Sean Astin swore everybody in as official Goonies. So it's official, everybody. I'm a Goonie. Okay, it's official. Somebody said to him, one time you swore a group in at a panel. I was wondering if you'd do that today. And he's like, yeah. And he did it.
Mhm.
So take that, everybody.
Yeah, and I will say this: Elijah Wood was so nice. I asked him to be on the Star Stuff podcast, and he said, "Yeah, sure. That's contact my agent." And he's like, "This is my agent," and I'm like, "Okay."
How's this not happened yet? What's happening?
Well, there's time, there's timing. I know when he's doing conventions because I'm not a stalker, and I don't extremely love the Lord
I'll
of
show
the
one of my
Rings.
pictures here if you want to see it. Yeah. That is from.
Nice.
And then I took another one here with the three of. Oh, no. There we go. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I met Sean Astin in Corpus Christi at that expo, and he was cool there too.
Yeah,
And
they
now
were
he's
very
actually-
friendly.
Yeah, he's the president of SAG now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, as a matter
Yeah.
of fact, they mentioned that at the Goonies panel where I was talking to my official Goonies.
Yeah, which was a role his dad had as well, and he played Gomez on the
That's
original
right.
Addams Family.
He
Yeah,
literally mentioned that at the panel.
Yeah.
It's like you were there.
yeah, and his mom was Patty Duke. My mom was a big Patty Duke fan, and once I found that out, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like passing down from generation to generation. So yeah, he's very connected as well, and
He's such a nice guy too.
yeah, I mean they're all. I mean, we're talking about these people like there's a bad one in the bunch. I don't really think there is. I mean, everyone. I've never had a bad Star Wars celebrity experience. They've all been super nice, especially at Rebel Scum Con. They would pass by my table and I would call out their name and they would all turn, look, and start talking to me. Even the people that I had not met yet. And I think, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Rena Owen popped out and I said, Rena. And she goes, I'll be back. And I think she was going to meet somebody. When she came back, she's like, who are you? It's like, it's me. It's David from the Star Stuff podcast. And she's like, huh? She's like, okay,
stop listening to
nice.
you
And she
guys.
left. She came back out. I called her name again. And she just like smiled and waved. And the whole weekend, I would just like say her name. And she would, because I think the way I said it, she thought we knew each other. But of course, we'd never met before. But of course, she's Tan Wee from Attack of the Clones. And she said, yeah, I want to come on the podcast now. So yeah, we have a lot of people lined up for the podcast. We just gotta get them on. So yeah, it was fun. She signed, I bought a mini Lego fig because we had Funko Pops. She's like, where's the Tan Wee Funko Pop? And I was like, she goes, trick question, they don't make one. I'm like, okay. And then when I went out to go buy my Lego minifigs that I saw that were really, really nicely priced. They're relatively not expensive. So I bought a few. And they had a Tan Wee there. And then my sister-in-law, she was there because she lives in that area. She came and she's like, why don't you ever sign it? Like sarcastically. And I was like, I don't think she can. This thing is tiny. She took it and she signed it like microscopically, her signature. And then she put like a quote on it too. I was like, oh my God.
You're probably like, I hate this guy.
No, it doesn't say that, but yeah, yeah, she's very gracious, and yeah, hopefully I can see her again next con, whatever we go to next. But yeah, so great. Even
Space
Tate
Con?
Fletcher. She's not going to Space Con, but I'm not sure. She does. Hopefully, she goes back to Rebel Scum. It feels like Rebel Scum Con. I don't know if this is accurate, but it seems like they don't invite the same guests that were there the previous year. I think Tate Fletcher was an exception because something happened and they allowed him to come back, which I don't even think you should even have that as a rule, really. But he did the big Mando panel with Katie Sackhoff and Simon Cassinetis and Tate Fletcher. Yeah, Tate Fletcher was there. I'm trying to remember everyone that was there. It was Tate, Katie, Simon, and there was another person. Who's the other person?
The lady who plays the armor,
Oh, yeah,
right?
Emily Swallow. Yeah, the
That's
armor.
right.
She was there. She was super nice too. She came to our table. I called her name. She came to our table, and I was just so happened I was wearing her pin from all the exclusive pins they had, and she was like, "Wow, I've never seen that one before." And we were having a conversation. And then someone butted in and took her away, and I was like, "Oh, it was going so great."
You stole her from me, my precious.
I think it was like one of her longtime friends or something because they like hugged and embraced, and I was like, okay.
He gave that person a code. She's like, "Get me out of here."
Hey, she came to us. We didn't go to her. So when I called her, she came to us. Super nice, super friendly. She's also done something for the podcast that I've never shared with anyone because it just didn't quite work. But yeah, maybe I'll talk about that on Patreon. But yeah, super nice.
Aren't you glad you're a member of Patreon now?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I'm so happy Craig talked me into it.
bet
So I
you
get to be a part of that.
And so she did a special recording for us that I was planning to put in the intro, but we were in the process of finding new intro music so everything could fit because we have other people that have done intro stuff, like Ray Park does and Dominic Pace does for the audio podcast you listen to. So yeah, there's a lot of cool people that want to be involved, and I found other people as well.
Well, we've
outside of
just
Star
reached
Wars.
100 billion downloads or something like that recently.
I think we're at like 1.5 or 2.5 million or something.
Wow.
We hit that years ago, David. Come
Yeah, on Spotify, and Spotify hosts us.
We're
so,
huge.
Yeah.
We're huge.
So yeah. Anything else from Fanboy Expo, Craig?
You know what? It was a smaller convention, but
Where's it held at? What city?
It's in Orlando.
Okay.
It's at the convention center.
Okay. Well, that's not too small then. I mean, that's a huge convention.
No, but it was a much smaller convention than I
mean, if you have the hobbits there, I mean, it's like that has to be decently huge.
Well, I think they're trying to grow it.
Okay.
Do
you know the showrunner? Is it someone that runs other conventions?
I didn't look.
Okay.
Who does Fanboy Expos? There's other ones. There's like different.
Oh, so it's kind of like a running convention. It happens all across America, the world.
It's in different places.
Oh, okay.
I think there's one in like Tennessee or something.
Because I think Salt Lake City Expo was also happening, and I know
last weekend.
Yeah, Chris Bartlett was there, and he was sharing some stuff on Instagram that we also shared to our story and reposted. And yeah, he's just fantastic. He's up there for one of the top guys that you want to talk to and get your autograph. And he's also an artist too. He will not only autograph whatever you want autograph, he will draw a custom drawing of whatever character you're getting signed for. And
that's very cool.
Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, the certain people that are going to be in the Mandalorian Grogu film. You figure Misty Rosas, Chris Bartlett, Lateef, and Brendan, of course. Yeah, they're just like regulars that are always there. And of course, Sam Witwer, David Collins.
Sam Witwer is a great person to meet too. I met him twice in Japan, and each time he was just really genuine, really sweet guy.
Yeah, he did free autographs at
Mhm.
Superhero Comic-Con in San Antonio. I got in line. I waited. When I got to him, he's a very like intimidating looking guy. He looks like a kind of like rough type guy. But when you get up to him, he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he was very conversational and gave you a really custom experience. And yeah, you need to meet him too if you have the chance to.
Well, we have a big guest coming on soon.
Yeah, I would say today for me.
Today? Yeah,
Because I'm in
today.
Central Time. So yeah, Bob Wills is coming on the show to talk about SpaceCon, 2025 SpaceCon, and talk about the awesome Star Wars lineup. And I'm going to ask him some questions I've never asked him before, and see what he has to say. But I got the lineup right here. Here's the picture: Ian McDermott, Billy D. Williams, Carrie Ann Moss, Paul Bettany, Giancarlo Esposito, Natasha Liu Bordizzo, Ivana Sakno, and Sam Witwer, of course. October 24th, 25th, 26th, the weekend before Halloween at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Halls in San Antonio, Texas. So
That's a great lineup.
Yeah, I am super excited to, and I think everyone here has
And
a
it's
panel.
not just Star Wars too.
Yeah, it's not only Star Wars, it's Star Trek, I believe. Yeah, Star
There's
Trek,
also
Battlestar
Marvel.
Galactica.
Marvel actors too, right?
Yes,
Like
Marvel.
Elizabeth Olsen is going.
Brie Larson, Brie Larson is another actress. When you meet her in person, very cool, very nice to talk to. Heard nothing but great things. She actually gave one of our buddies a ride in her personal golf cart through the Texas blistering summer to get to, I think, either his car or get to the convention hall, because they saw him walking and they picked him up, and he got to sit next to Brie Larson and have a conversation with her on his way to our booth, which is an incredible thing. So yeah, there's a multitude of guests. I mean, there's a lot of people showing up to this thing. Ted from Countdown City, I'm pretty sure he's going to moderate some panels, and just about everyone on this picture from Star Wars is going to be in a panel, some kind of panel, just about every single day. And I think Sam Witwer is closing the convention Sunday at 2 p.m., I believe, because they're ending it early because there's a Spurs game happening, a San Antonio Spurs game, and it's next to their like arena they use. And so they're going to end it early so everyone can leave before the traffic from that game happens, because that's going to be like 17,000, potentially 17,000 cars that are trying to leave. So yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully Craig makes it. I know it's a little early for him, but yeah, we'll get more details.
I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, for sure.
If you go, Craig, I'll go.
No, he means to the podcast tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. I thought you were talking about SpaceCon.
No, I can't go this year, but next year I'm really going to try and make it.
Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much it for the conventions. If there's anything else you guys want to mention that we didn't touch on.
We covered a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Craig, you did mention that you do have some trivia, some new trivia.
I have some trivia questions here.
Yeah, to prove
David,
how much I
figured
don't
you
know
would
about Star Wars.
Embarrassed yourself enough last week.
I destroyed my
That
reputation.
you brought on this podcast was
So I've trivia'd Craig, James, and Zach. They all did great. They all did really. I've done the worst for whatever reason. I don't know.
maybe because we're just the best.
Or maybe you just watched the movies recently, like I haven't done in years.
Okay,
I'm so nervous right now.
I'm going to start.
When I'm like watching you guys do trivia, I'm like screaming the answers at my like car radio, like speakers and stuff. But now I'm just so nervous. I feel like
there's a lot of pressure on
horribly.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, all the listeners are going to be screaming at us.
Yeah.
Okay, David, let's start with you. This is medium hard, I'd say. How many claws does an Acklay use to walk?
So the Acklay is like that praying mantis green creature in the arena, right?
If it was, that's not That's the easy part of the question.
How many
gotta be
claws
an
does it
even
use
number.
to walk?
It has to be an even number.
Right. Are we counting like? I guess I would say 4.
Mariana, you want to take a guess?
6?
6 is the correct
Oh,
number,
geez.
David.
I was like trying to really envision in my mind. I'm like picturing Padme climbing up and stuff. And
All right, this one's probably medium as well. Okay. You ready?
Ready?
no.
Who mutters on Geonosis, the Jedi must not find our designs for the ultimate weapon?
Is it Poggle the Lesser?
It is, David. Congratulations.
Yeah, finally got one
All right.
after 4 podcasts.
All right. This one's probably also, I'd say, a medium question.
Where are the easy ones?
I mean,
Name a
some of
Skywalker.
these are really easy, in my opinion. What 2 colors compromise Anakin's pod race flag?
Oh, I know. Do you know,
I want
Mariana?
to say yellow is one of the colors. No? I want to say yellow, white, and red are the colors that keep coming to my brain. But I don't feel like
wouldn't
any of that is right.
The 2 major colors, I believe, are white and blue, right?
David is correct.
Yeah.
White and blue. All right.
This is what you needed, David. You needed me on here so that you could get them all right.
Well, so far you're 1-1. So
Yeah.
okay. How many pit droids run out to help the pod racer who never gets past the starting line?
2?
I want to say it's either 3 or 4. It's one of those, right, Craig?
I cannot say. Mariana didn't get a hint.
Oh man, it's tough to see. I'm replaying that scene in my head, and I feel
Same.
like
And I'm not picturing any of it.
I'm picturing 3 or 4. I mean,
I'm picturing 2 and one getting collapsed or something.
Choose. You must choose.
I'll say 4.
I'll say 10.
It was 4.
Yeah.
I think I would have said 3 because I thought 3 went and then 1 got sucked into the engine.
Yeah, you figure like you see the 2 camera side and then the 1 in the front and maybe 1 behind the pod that's not so present on screen.
Okay, let's see here.
That's my logic.
I feel like I'm going to have to laser off my entire sleeve after this. I have
I'm feeling great tonight. I don't know what it
It's all
is.
going to come off.
You're like my lucky charm, Mariana.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Making me look good, finally.
My answer will be 10 to everything. 10.
David's getting cocky. Let's see how he likes this question. Don't get cocky. That should be the name of our. That should be the name of our trivia. Don't get cocky.
Okay.
The trivia.
We're gonna bring it up when James is on. He's gonna be like, "What? What did you just say?"
The trivia.
What are we doing?
Don't get cocky. Okay, David.
Not James. David. Yes.
Who? David's gonna love this one.
All right.
Who assures Darth Vader that the rebel shield on Hoth will be down in moments? Look at him, he's sweating already.
Is it Admiral Ozzel?
It is not.
I get all these like dudes confused. It's either.
I was happy to bring it back.
Oh, geez.
Don't get cocky. I warned you. Mariana,
Eyes up.
Eyes up.
She's Googling it. You're not supposed to Google during this time.
That is not how you do trivia. She's cheating. What is this?
The listeners are screaming at you right now.
You are not getting credit for this. You're Googling the answer.
General Veers.
Yes,
Yeah.
General Veers. Thank you for cheating.
Thank you, Google.
No, you do not get that point. Do not get the point.
Dank Ferrick.
All right, Mariana.
Oh no,
You wanna get cocky on Don't Get Cocky?
I don't.
Here we go. Okay. David's panicking. I could see it in his
He's
eyes.
Googling. I can tell. He's already got
He
his
doesn't have the
Google
question
page
yet.
up.
I'll sit like this.
What camp are Queen Amidala and her handmaidens being taken to when the Jedi arrive to rescue them? Oh, look at that. Look at David.
What camp?
What camp?
Camp David. 10.
I don't know how to have an answer. That's off-screen stuff.
Just take a guess. This is your favorite movie. I just want to remind you of that.
The Phantom Menace is my favorite prequel, not favorite movie, but I guess the B1 camp.
Camp 4.
Hmm,
Camp 4.
interesting.
That was a tough one. All right, David. Let's see if you do right on this one. What term does Qui-Gon use to summarize Jar Jar's pledge to the Jedi's humble servant?
What term does he use?
Look at this. Oh, my stack of cards for wrong answers is getting higher by the minute.
Repeat the question.
What term does Qui-Gon use to summarize Jar Jar's pledge to be the Jedi's humble servant? Look at this. Pitiful.
I wonder if anyone in chat
little
knows.
bad.
Is anyone in chat screaming?
No,
the answer?
nobody's typing anything.
I-
I don't know. Once I hear it, I'll be like, okay, I remember now. But
Any guess?
I can picture the scene. I picture him talking to Obi-Wan. I have no idea what it is though.
A life debt.
Oh.
well, I knew there's a life debt involved, but
That's what they were.
didn't Qui-Gon say? Didn't he kind of refuse it?
No, he said it to he said it to Boss Nass, right? He knows
Okay.
what he owes you. He owes us what you call a life debt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know he says it
Okay.
there. It's getting juicy.
So yeah, I mean, I kind of knew that, but I didn't think we were talking about the actual life.
But that's
debt.
what I'm saying is sometimes you know it, but it's like the way they word a question is
Yeah.
like, what?
They try and get you.
It can get really confusing sometimes.
I got.
All right, let's see. Well, this is I think almost too easy. Let me see. Find another
Do
one
that
here.
one.
I mean, this is
These are guess, Craig.
all right.
Please.
All right. What does Han Solo unsuccessfully try to reach while trapped in the Ewok net?
His gun.
Oh, I know it.
What is it?
Luke's green lightsaber.
Luke's lightsaber, yes. I told you it was not too tough. All right. All right, here we go. This is a medium one. This is a little tough.
All right.
Maybe. What pilot has the call sign Gold Leader during the second Death Star battle?
Mariana?
Pressure is too high.
You see, it's easy when you're at home just listening.
It is.
Not when you
It's
gotta be
easier in the car.
Is it Lando Calrissian?
It is, David. Congratulations.
Nice.
You were bringing great shame on this podcast.
I'm doing a whole lot better than I usually do. So
I'm never being invited back.
Are you kidding? David's thrilled. He's like, all right. I'm on top of the world.
After he loses a few more rounds of trivia, he'll be like, bring Mary back.
yeah.
All right. What does Shmi Skywalker claim Anakin knows nothing of?
His father?
No, it's
The world. Darkness in the world. I feel like it was a statement she made.
everything I could see around that.
Yes. Give in to your anger.
I want to say he knows nothing of like money.
It's when Qui-Gon's like talking to her about how he's special and is doing
he
all this
sees
stuff for
things
the
before he
race.
happens. It's a Jedi
Yeah.
trait.
It's that scene.
Yeah, when they're at the table and he catches Jar Jar's tongue.
Yeah.
He sees things before it happens.
What
And then-
does Shmi Skywalker claim Anakin knows nothing of? I think I'll go ahead and put this in this
I'm gonna hate
pile
myself
over
when I say the
here.
answer.
This is the pile where you get it wrong.
I don't know. What is it, Craig?
Greed.
Greed. Okay, well, money was close.
I know it was painful, wasn't it?
Yeah, painful. Very
I
painful.
knew that was a tough one.
It's like one word in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean these are tough questions. Who will need Queen Amidala's help, according to Governor Bibble? Governor Bibble.
It's the great C.O. Bibble.
Who will need Queen Amidala's help, according to Governor Bibble? A lot of dead air on this episode. Can we include some music in the editing?
Oh, I don't know.
Or a time lapse or something?
Or a countdown clock, a shot clock. I don't know.
Jeopardy
I don't know,
music.
Craig. You got me there.
I got you in a lot of these, David. And I shouldn't point that out. You give up, Mariana? Any guess?
No, not a single one.
Senator Palpatine.
Okay, that makes sense.
People are yelling at
again.
us.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's time for you to cancel the show, David.
Time to hit end stream. When Craig says the next super hard one, I'm just ending it. Like a
Oh.
cliffhanger of sorts.
Huh?
A cliffhanger of sorts.
Just end it with it. To be continued.
Just to torment David, I think I'm going to bring this one back.
Jeez.
Who delicately informs Lord Vader the Emperor commands you to make contact with him?
It's Veers.
Admiral Piet.
Oh,
Got it
I don't
wrong
know.
again.
I have like Veers, Oswald, and Piet all like mashed up in my brain.
I'm just going to keep asking this until David gets them right.
Until I get them all right. Yeah.
Oh my God. And these are all right, Mariana. Let's see if you
Oh,
get
no.
this one. You said the trivia was so easy. This is a question from the last episode. Let's see if you get it.
I didn't watch that one.
The one with the trivia. You said, well, the trivia episode. This is from the
Okay.
trivia episode.
Okay.
What rebel pilot boasts, right now I feel like I could take on the whole empire myself?
What rebel pilot posts?
Right
Can I
now I
get a
feel like I
hint?
could take on the whole empire myself.
Can I get a hint of where this is from? Movie,
I
show?
literally said it in his inflection. Right now I feel like I could take on the whole empire myself.
Why
So
does
when
that
he
feel like
originally,
Ezra?
Who?
Ezra? Why does it feel like Ezra? But I know that's not right.
Not Ezra. Not Ezra.
Yeah, because the Empire. Yeah.
yeah, when he asked me this question, I had two answers, and one of them was right, one of them was wrong, of course. But now I think I know the answer. I remember the question.
What is it? Dave?
It's Dak.
All right, he got it this time. Oh my goodness. All right, David. It's cruel. It's cruel to bring back the ones that you got wrong, isn't it?
Well, I mean, most of them I think I remember.
Don't
the
get
answer.
cocky. That's why we call this don't get cocky. See, I'll tell you, the ones that you asked me, I still wouldn't know the answers to them because it was
Okay,
like,
well, I got them right here.
Yeah,
I know. Why
know.
aren't we asking Craig any questions?
I won't know it. I won't remember the name. It was what was the name of the General Grievous's ship that who built it? And then it was like there were okay, some of them weren't from the movies. It was like from books and stuff. So I don't know those. But okay, you want another one?
Sure.
All right. David, this is another one from last trivia. What are the odds of Han and Luke's survival during the frigid Hoth night, according to R2D2?
David already started shaking his head before you finished.
It makes it even more fun to have to bring it back.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You got to tell me the answers so I can learn it for next time.
725 to 1.
725 to 1. Okay. All right. I got a question for you now, Craig.
All right, bring it.
What ship did Padme Amidala take to Mustafar?
Oh my gosh. It was multiple choice, and the first it was answer A. I got it because I got I guess B, C, and D first.
What's the answer? If you know A.
Naboo cruiser.
You said the same thing last time.
Did I?
Yeah, you got it wrong.
I told you I wouldn't get it right. It wasn't in the movie. They don't call it anything in the movie. Yeah.
I see her walking out of the ship.
And they didn't make it as a toy.
I want to say they did.
Not as a Hasbro, like 3.75-inch ship. Believe me, David, I would have it.
That was another great thing at LA Comic-Con. There was just so much classic like toys and stuff too, and art.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so many great artists.
I love the vintage stuff like from the 70s.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
The answer, Craig, was Naboo Starskiff.
Starskiff. It doesn't look like a Starskiff. All right.
I just keep repeating in my head 725 to 1. 725 to 1.
We're never going to forget that. All right, Craig.
Who
told Han Solo that he was a good fighter?
Carlist Riken.
Okay, now you got it. Okay.
It was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, because we weighed it into your mind.
Okay. For the next question on Don't Get Cocky trivia. What twosome flash red and blue lights at each other across the Royal Plaza of Theed?
I think I know this answer. Mariana?
Go for it.
It was. Let me see if I can get the name proper.
General Veers and Captain Pitt.
No, it was Natalie Portman in her disguise, out of her, like, she was dressed up as one of the doubles. They were all wearing the same thing. So essentially, Queen Amidala. She shines the little light, and she shines. The person that shines back is General Panaka.
Captain
Captain
Panaka
Panaka.
to
Oh,
you,
geez.
buddy.
Captain,
I'll give it
Captain,
to
my
you.
bad.
I don't know. Should I give it to him? I mean, General Panaka.
Sorry.
I mean,
You
it's
got
kind
this
of like when you
general
mess up Admiral
gear stuff
Piet
in my
and
head.
Captain Piet. I don't know. I think the viewers should decide.
Give him the
cool we
points.
should be. Huh?
You said,
This
"Give me the
viewer says give him the points.
All right. Let's see here. All right. What?
Okay, Craig. Which aspect of the Force was most important to Qui-Gon Jinn?
Which aspect of the Force?
This is one that you got wrong.
You asked me this question?
Yeah, I think so. But no one gets this answer. But he does say it in the movie, so
Okay.
you don't have
so
that excuse.
must have been episode 7. when
So does he
was-
say it to Qui-Gon?
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Or
I'm
does he say it
kidding.
to Obi-Wan?
I'm kidding.
Is it when he's talking to Obi-Wan?
I think he was talking to Anakin.
Which aspect of the Force is the most important?
Yeah. To Qui-Gon Jinn.
Wait, Qui-Gon didn't say it?
No, he did say it. I remember him specifically saying this answer.
You just
What was
said
most
to
important
Qui-Gon,
to
didn't you?
Qui-Gon? What was most important to Qui-Gon?
Oh,
Yeah, he says these exact words in The Phantom Menace. And it might have been to Obi-Wan when he was teaching him.
Is it like the opening scene?
I want to say it's like towards I think when they were on Tatooine.
Hmm.
The listeners are probably yelling at us right now.
man, it's such an unusual question because he doesn't say specifically this is the most important part of the Force, does he?
I don't think so, not in those words.
Yeah,
But
so
I
that's
think he
what makes
puts an
me
emphasis on it. Give up?
give me like a hint that doesn't give it away. Because I'm
I
like
would like a
thinking
hint
like
that does give it away.
You want the multiple choice options?
yeah, give me
Yes.
multiple choice.
I think you're going to get it right away once I say it. You're going to be like, okay, well, this is it. Because one answer is just ridiculous. Or maybe two answers are ridiculous. I mean, you're going to get it. Okay, so A, the unifying force. B, the light side of the force. C, the living force. D, the dark side of the force.
And the living Force.
Yeah, told you.
But does he say that it's the most important? Like that's such an unusual question to me.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like worded so odd. It's like, but he doesn't say that. So,
who was
All
the
right.
chief model maker?
huh?
Who was the chief model maker for the original trilogy?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
The hint is I've seen him before with my own eyes in real life.
You mean you have?
Yeah.
I don't know who you've seen. That doesn't help.
This year.
Huh?
This year.
Doesn't help.
Last month.
So Rebel.
Well, he was at Rebel Scum Con. Okay, but I'm trying to think of I'm thinking, all right, was it not Joe Johnson, but he was like working behind the scenes stuff, right?
Yeah, Joe Johnson wasn't he wasn't at the top, but he was towards the top.
And then I'm like thinking Ralph McQuarrie did the paintings.
Right. Yeah, you're saying every name around it.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm like trying to Who? Tippett?
No.
Not Phil Tippett.
Tippett was more of a stop motion guy. I don't think he made models. Well, at least I should say he wasn't the chief model maker.
Give me the first letter.
Oh man, you're gonna get it. L. How could you not get that?
I don't know. My brain, it's 1:45 in the morning. Okay.
That's what makes the trivia better.
Well, I mean, that's why we call it "Don't Get Cocky."
Yeah. All right, you ready for the answer?
Oh, it's gonna annoy me so much as soon as I hear it.
It is Lauren Peterson.
I hate this trivia. All right. I got one here. Mariana, you've been awful quiet over there, hiding in the shadows, lurking with your
Literally.
phone. Hold your phone up so we can see it, Mariana. You don't need to look at it. She's Googling.
Good boy.
Are you ready?
Yes.
This is a tough one. David's not going to know it. I can already tell you. I'm just kidding. He might. What pilot does Luke address his "I've been hit" transmission to before crash landing on Hoth? Who is he talking to?
I see the whole scene in my mind.
Yeah, it's
I
hard
hear
to...
his voice. That's what drives me crazy about this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it, David?
I can see his bloody face. You want me to try and answer? Is it Rogue 2?
It has a name.
It has a name. He has a name?
See, I was thinking something like Red
No,
1, Red
the
2,
card
something like
has a
that.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Is it the kid from Clone Wars? No.
Oh, this is Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yeah.
It's Hobby, right?
It's Hobby.
Yeah.
Are you Googling?
No. I have the trivia in my hand. My phone is right here on this
we all
side.
have to play like this now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, let's see here. I think we've done a lot, so maybe we'll do one more.
I got a quick one for you, Craig.
Okay.
Who portrayed General Riken?
You.
The actor's name, Craig.
I don't remember his name, and I know I won't remember it. There's no sense in prolonging this pain. I don't know it.
Bruce Boa.
Bruce Boa. Curse you, Carlos! Carlos strikes again. The only thing worse is the Admiral Piet General Veers, a double attack that I do to David. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, I got a picture trivia for you.
Okay.
Who is this character?
Hold it up.
I already did. You only get one look.
It's gonna be a trick question. Let me think. Oh.
That one's hard. That one's too hard.
Django Fett?
You got it right. James got it wrong.
Huh?
James got it wrong.
Mando?
You know how I knew?
You knew because
I'm the best. That's how I knew.
I don't know. How did you know the jetpack?
The jetpack.
The long missile? Okay, yeah.
I couldn't hardly see it, but I thought it was the jetpack.
Yeah, there it is right there.
It's hard to tell, it's so small, but
yeah. Nice. Because we were going through who's this character, joking around. Who's this character? Then when I got to Django, he did not know. He said Boba Fett right away. Yeah, also, I got another one for you, Craig. You got to get this one right. Who is this character?
Darth Sidious.
Okay, you got it right. James said Palpatine.
I mean, he's right from a certain point
He's
of view.
right, but that's not the answer on the back of the card. Though.
I hate that. I hate that. That's like the question where it's like, who was Luke Skywalker's father? And you're like, Anakin Skywalker. They're like, wrong. It was Darth Vader. Like,
Yeah.
no, it was Anakin Skywalker. You're wrong. Anakin is the father.
Right.
Darth Vader came after. Darth Vader was not at the conception, let us say.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What creatures believe themselves to be descendants of the great tree?
You got an answer?
I feel it's either Wookiees or Ewoks. That's the only thing that's going in my
Oh,
head.
wow.
It's
I
one of
didn't
the
even think of that.
You were thinking Gungans.
No, I was thinking about the
Nah.
wills.
The what?
two.
The wills. But like the tree thing works with Ewoks and Wookiees.
One of those three.
Take a guess.
I'm going to say it's the Wookiees.
I'll say the wills.
And it's the Ewoks.
Oh, God.
Dang it.
I can't believe I'm this bad.
That's why we
I love
call it Don't Get Cocky.
I love how we named all three, and it's the one we didn't pick.
Gosh.
Cool, isn't it? It's the will of the Force. All right.
I feel like I need to ask a question now. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah, ask us a
Google.
question.
I'm gonna Google a question. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not Googling any answers because I don't have a question.
I'm trying to see if I can find anything.
Ooh, here's a nice one that I don't think I've ever heard. And Craig should know this. This is original trilogy. Well, technically special edition. What Rhodian accompanied Jabba the Hutt to confront Han Solo in Mos Eisley?
Beto. It's Beto.
Not according to this.
Who
You want
is it?
multiple choice?
Yeah.
A.
The fact that I even knew the name Beto,
That's not even one of the choices.
but Beto is one of the Rhodians.
Oh, okay.
Sideshow just made him a figure,
Interesting.
and it was limited edition to 200. It sold out like right away.
Wow. Okay. A. Greedo. B. Griata. C. Thuku. Or D. Thulu.
I don't think I've ever heard those names before.
See, I always thought it was just Greedo. I never thought it was a different Rhodian. And
Well,
I narrowed
Greedo
it
was
down to
dead.
3.
Greedo was dead by that point.
Was he?
Yeah, it was after Han shot Greedo, and they left to go to the
Yeah, that's true. I'm using my kid
to the
logic.
docking bay or whatever,
My
right?
kid logic has creeped into my adult logic. Yeah. Because he mentioned what you did to poor Greedo. Yeah.
Thulu,
No.
Thubu.
Fubu. Yeah, it's Thuku.
Thuku.
That's a weird
man,
one.
I don't think I've ever heard that name.
Yeah, I don't consider the special editions canon, but I know they are. But yeah.
All these questions are so easy. They're like too easy.
Let's see if we can get them all.
No, this is like really bad.
Rapid fire.
True or false? R2D2 originally had dialogue with actual speaking parts.
That's
False.
not an easy one.
Maybe because the answer is in front of me.
Yeah. Craig says false.
It's true.
Oh, Craig. Craig
I
got
don't believe
cocky.
I don't believe it.
Okay. How long was Han Solo frozen in carbonite?
Hey, well, let me hold on. This is kind of crazy. Do you remember when The Force Awakens came out and there was a bootleg of it and BB-8's actual dialogue was on the screen?
No.
I don't remember a bootleg of.
There was like some bootleg or something.
Well,
and
not
B-
only
but when
that.
BB-8 would go, "Brr, brr, 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 brr," it showed his like actual dialogue.
I've seen like fan videos of that with Chopper, but not BB-8. I never knew there was a bootleg.
But it was like when it first came out, it was like so early on, and then it was like gone. It like disappeared.
See, I loved BB-8's original voice that they presented to the crowd at Star Wars Celebration 2015. It sounded like a baby. It sounded more babyish than what the R2-D2 sounds were, and made him feel like a younger droid. But then they got Bill Hader and somebody else, I forgot the name, to redo the beeps and the boops and everything for BB-8, and it sounded totally different. I didn't like it as much as what they showed us or what we got to hear at Celebration in 2015.
I don't remember it, to be honest with you.
Interesting. All right, what's the next easy question, Mariana?
For how long was Han Solo frozen in carbonite?
I'd say, I don't think we have an exact number, but it was like 2 years.
David?
One year.
1 year.
Oh, Craig, in your face.
It wasn't 1 year on the dot. It was like 18 months. Certain of this I am.
Who killed Mace Windu?
Jango Fett.
No?
My dyslexia kicked in. Who killed Mace Windu? Of course it was
I
Palpatine.
was like, what?
I heard that question
And it
backwards.
killed Mace
On
Windu.
here it says Darth Sidious. So,
Yeah. Just like these cards. Yeah.
who was Boba Fett's father?
What I just said a while ago. Jango Fett.
What was Galen Erso's nickname for his daughter?
Stardust.
That's a good. See, the rapid fire. Here we go. What model of aircraft did Luke use to bullseye Wampa rats?
T-16.
T-16.
Correct. Han Solo boasted that Millennium Falcon made the Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs?
11.
12.
Oh, gosh.
Who was the first character to speak in the first Star Wars film, A New Hope?
C-3PO.
Yeah, good job, Craig. Who was Luke Skywalker's gunner during the Battle of Hoth?
Dak.
Yeah. What species is Greedo?
Rodian.
Yep. In which movie did Yoda not appear in any form?
A New Hope.
Yep. I told you these are super easy. Which actor is the only one who has appeared in every single Star Wars movie to
Anthony
date?
Daniels.
Yeah. What were Padme's last words?
I know there is good in him.
Close, yeah.
Well,
Obi-Wan, there's good in him. I know there is.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
What kind of vehicle did Rey live in?
AT-AT or AT-AT.
Nice. According to Master Yoda, how many Sith are always out there?
Always 2 there are.
Yes. What happened to Anakin Skywalker during his first battle against Count Dooku?
got his
Lost
arm
his
cut
arm.
off.
Which arm? For extra points.
Right one.
Nice. Who played Commander Cody?
Tamir Morrison.
Mm-hmm. Who wiped out all the information about Kamino from the Jedi Temple archives?
Sifo
Count Dooku?
Dyas. Oh yeah, it was Dooku.
Yeah.
Who killed Jabba?
Leia.
Princess Leia.
What did Jar Jar Binks end up owing? Oh, this is
Life debt.
Oh, on here it has a different answer. On here it says
What
an
does it
honor
say?
debt.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
An honored
All
death.
the answers were wrong on this whole thing.
Oh,
Watch.
geez.
Now I know that R2D2 question was wrong about him speaking. I knew it in my heart of hearts. They can't. He does not say honor debt. He says a life debt. Okay, I got one for
Someone
you.
pull up the film. Someone pull up footage.
What facial feature distinguishes Captain Tarples from most other Gunkins?
His whiskers.
Correct. Correct, David.
Nice.
What planet had the rebels used as a base before moving to the jungle moon of Yavin?
Gonna have to
What
be-
planet? Sorry, what?
No, go ahead. Say it
What
again.
planet had the rebels used as a base before moving to the jungle moon of Yavin?
It's not the one where Bendu is in, is it? No.
I don't think so.
Is this like a Rebels question?
No, and as soon as I say the answer, you're gonna hide your head in shame.
So I'm thinking now.
Is anybody actually enjoying this trivia?
No one said anything. But there are
Yeah.
people watching us. I guess it would
Are
be
you in-
Alderaan, right?
Dantooine. They're
Okay,
on
yeah,
Dantooine. You see? I told you she could be reasonable.
But I thought
lied
she
to
was.
us. Huh?
So I thought originally that was a lie, so they wouldn't blow up Alderaan. I
Yeah.
thought that's the way the scene kind of played out because she knew if she would have said Alderaan, they would have blown
Well,
it
they
up.
do say there was remnants of a rebel base, but it appeared it had been vacant or something for some time.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap it up. It's 2. I gotta get some work done. Believe it or not.
One more question or no? That's it.
No more.
One
no
more. One more to either embarrass myself or redeem myself. Make it really easy, please.
Who said feel, don't think, trust your instincts?
Qui-Gon?
Obi-Wan.
Ah, damn
Mariana's right.
it. Yes!
Look at Craig.
I don't answer questions after 2, and it's 2:01, so that doesn't count.
Craig's
Doesn't matter what happened the entire time during trivia, just this last one. That's all that matters.
There's
Cut
the
everything
proof.
else out.
it's
No.
open.
I'm sorry. After 2, my brain is officially off.
Nice. Thank you so much, Mariana, for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was a
It
lot
was
of fun.
great. You are invited back.
Oh,
So
yay.
whenever you want to come back and talk some Star Wars, we can do that. Anytime we go to a convention, when you go to SpaceCon, we can talk about SpaceCon. When you're at SpaceCon, we can
On one
podcast.
condition, that you start
The petition?
our petition for
We'll start it
Lily
on
the
Patreon.
Frog Lady.
I will create the template right now and we'll throw it on Patreon.
Come on, people.
I'll even do this. I'll take it. I'll take over the begging for you, Craig. I have an extra t-shirt from LA Comic-Con. I want to say it's a size large. Whoever signs up for Patreon right now, first person can get the shirt and I will ship it to them.
Oh, wow.
That is very generous.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I think everybody
So- and
fell asleep.
you can tell. That's why I'm saying it now after 2 a.m. for you.
No, there's actually 18 people watching us right now.
Ooh, One of you 18 fabulous people.
Were they? But nobody was
can get
guessing.
this
the
LA
answer?
Comic Con T-shirt.
No, I think they're just enjoying listening. They're probably all in bed right now.
Is one of them Austin Arnold? I think he's in the other room watching.
I can't see the names. I can
Oh,
only
sad
see
face.
quantities. All right, so yeah, find us on Instagram, Star Wars Stuff Pod, Twitter, Stuff Pod, Threads. We have a new thread, Star Wars Stuff Pod. Blue Sky, just search up Star Wars Stuff Podcast. You can email the podcast, starwarstuffpodcast@gmail.com. Craig, starwarstuffpodcast@gmail.com. That's our email address.
Oh.
Also, Patreon, Star Wars Stuff Podcast 2187. All you have to do is type in Star Wars Stuff Podcast. You'll find us. You'll see our page. Our website, starwarstuffpodcast.com. A lot of people do go to it and ask us questions there, which I never thought they would do, but that's where they like to do it.
Why do you guys do this show?
Well, we've had some requests to be on the show, actually. So
I gave you a little bit of Palpatine there. I gave you the look.
yeah.
I enjoyed
YouTube,
it.
of course, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, like us where you can like us. Also on Facebook, Star Wars Stuff Podcast group, also a Stuff page. Give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. That'd be great. Help the podcast out. Thank you for everyone that's been listening lately. The numbers have been great. Everyone's giving feedback, it seems like. Everyone's liking it. We are here. We are podcasting Star Wars. We love Star Wars. Thank you to Mariana, Craig 5. My name is David, and may the Force be with you.
Always.
This is the way. We have spoken. We have friends everywhere. McClunky. Misa now owe you a life debt.
I'm not getting baited into this. My brain shuts off at 2 a.m. Eastern
All right,
time.
guys. Till tomorrow. Bye.